Welcome to another episode of I&Y. Today our guest is Mr. Rajarajan, who is the co-founder of Zoe clothing brand. He is the natural dye specialist and also sustainable textile advocate. His vision is to eliminate synthetic color clothing and make sure that clothes are good for you and also for the planet. Let's hear more from him. Welcome, sir. Welcome to I&Y. You have made it all the way from Tirupur. So thanks for coming. Pleasure having you here today.
It is my pleasure to be here.
Okay, sir. Talking about the textile industry, I think, you talking about it would be very appropriate because your family was into the textile industry. They were the weavers from a very
Correct.
long time, right? So how many years you've been into, your family was into the this industry?
See, our family has been in textile industry for many generations. From what we gather, 300, 400 years. We've always been in the weaving, spinning business. My forefathers, my grandfather and my father were in the spinning business and in the weaving business. But I have not gone directly behind what they have been doing. So I tried to establish something by myself. And specifically what I do is natural dyes. So natural dye, simply put, is a more traditional form of dyeing. So all our forefathers dyed using natural colors. So synthetic colors came only in the past 150, 160 years with the synthesizing of colors in UK. First they did red, then they made blue, and then slowly all the other colors. So 150 years only, the whole world is using synthetic colors. Otherwise, for thousands of years, what you'd see in the museum, those colors on those textiles were all natural colors. So it's it's a rich history of India.
So likewise, you also have the experience on, you would have seen your forefathers, everybody doing the natural dyeing, right?
Unfortunately, yeah, I've seen one relative of mine doing some natural color. But unfortunately, from the time I came, by then most of it had shifted to synthetic colors. So synthetic color shift has happened, say, about 70 years before in India itself. So most of them shifted to synthetic colors because it was easier. You're getting fastness, better fastness, good bright colors, much easier to apply. So people.
So why did you move towards the natural dye? You're a natural dye specialist as well. You have a experience of more than 10 years plus now. So why towards natural dye? Because as you said, synthetic clothing is more faster, right? And also I have studied somewhere that synthetic textile industry processing is more faster than the natural dyeing process.
Correct.
Right.
So why we are going back?
How efficient?
Why we are going back? Why am I doing natural dye again? So as you are aware that textile is currently the second largest polluter in the world. Prior to this, nobody talked of textile as a polluter. In all our history books, in your old Vedas, nobody talks of textile as a polluting business. In fact, the word pollution itself is probably not found. So this pollution is happening across the globe, and textile is a large contributor to it. The first one is oil and gas, second is textile. So all the colors and all the chemicals that go into making the textile is from petrochemical base, and they have a lot of harmful effects onto the human population, into the environment, because all the colors that are used, at the end it ends up in the water or in the landfill. See, for example, we are from Tirupur, which is a large textile cluster. So you must have heard in the news a lot of issues with textile pollution, courts stepping in. Off late is a lot better. People are having pollution control norms are there. So you can't go against the norms. So, but you have to look at it overall, the picture overall. So some amount of pollution is happening at the clusters where people are making these garments. Second level of pollution is happening in cities like Bangalore, all cities across the globe and everywhere. So when you look at the whole world, 8 billion people are there. So if 8 billion people wash their garment even once a day, little bit of chemical from each wash is going out. So when you add up, it adds into tons. So all these chemicals go into the water system. And not only during the washing or usage part. Second is people throw it away once they finish wearing the garment. So the landfill is another major problem across the globe. So these garments and these textile articles stay in the ground for hundreds or if not thousands of years, and they decompose slowly, contaminating groundwater throughout
Yes.
the lifetime. So this is a serious concern, and you may not be aware that today 80 billion garments are made every day. 80 billion would be not just t-shirts, shirts. I'm saying all kinds of textile articles. It could be towels, bed sheets, shirts, and other products. So all this eventually is ending up in landfills.
Right.
So this is a serious concern. So to overcome this, we are looking at natural dye as a solution.
Yeah, it's a very serious concern, and I feel now people are moving towards, making everything organic and also sustainable and all of these. But this also has an adverse effect on the health, right?
Yes, textile, of late, lot of research is talking about the adverse effects of chemical textile on people health. There are two aspects to health when we look at it as people health. The first aspect of health is where the worker is working in the factories. So in the textile dyeing units, you will see that a lot of the studies are clearly showing that all of them within, if they're working for 10 to 12 years in a textile industry, especially in a dyeing industry, in 10 to 12 years, they develop multiple kinds of illnesses, primarily respiratory illnesses, skin related illnesses, kidney related, cancer, reproductive issues. So all these issues are coming up for people who work in the textile industry. Second is for the people who wear it. See, we should realize the skin is the largest organ in our body.
Yes.
And it breathes. So anything you put on the skin is going to it's going to be absorbed into the body. We don't feel it, we don't see it because it's so small in nature, but it will add up over your lifetime. And today textile uses about 50% of all PFAs. See, PFAs are what you call forever chemicals. So these chemicals are on the textile, which are slowly getting into your body. And one is from the worker side because the fumes they breathe. Second is on the wearer side. People, the end customer, when they wear it, it's slowly going into the skin. And over a period of time, is causing a lot of health issues. So mostly endocrine issues.
Okay. In that case, a lot of awareness has to be given to the, people around us, right?
Correct. A lot of awareness needs to be given.
I think you are also a sustainable textile advocate, right? So in fact, when I was knowing this term, I didn't know what this term means. Okay. So I was reading, what does this advocate term means here? Okay. Then I studied about it. I'm sure if you tell about it would be good. So I studied about it and I made sure, okay, something I, towards it, I wear it today and come. So, something I work towards it. But what does it actually mean? And what do you do towards that?
See, we need to educate the people. Advocacy is also education. So first level of education, what we try and do is educate the government. Right now, the government has no norms or any recognition towards natural dye. At least Modi, the Prime Minister of India, has mentioned natural dye 2 times in his speech in Bharat Tex. So that we were very happy that he said this is something which we should go back. So from him, it should trickle down. So I've been doing this work for 9-10 years. So 10 years back, nobody even knows what it is. They don't care. So what we were trying to do is educate government on its policies, bring about a different policy for, like they have policy for your handlooms, for your silk sarees. So bring about something to promote.
Clothing, they have some certification, right?
Certification is there, but that's from private bodies.
Okay.
So from government, the recognition specific to natural dye was not there. So when you have specific recognitions, you have benefits in terms of maybe you will get some subsidy or some tax, this thing, or even to operate separately in a different umbrella makes a big difference. So you can put a tag that says natural dye. So currently it's not possible. Today you can say a pure silk or you can say handloom. These tags are available. They're recognized by Government of India. So we are trying to educate the government on various aspects. One is on just the recognition of natural dye. Second is on the industry side, the dyeing side, that we need different rules and norms for the natural dyeing. So government has GOs on, they're very strict. Like I said, because textile pollution is very polluting, the norms for current dyeing, the orders are very strict.
Okay.
But they are not needed for natural dye. So it's a hindrance. So when you're starting new and you are so much of norms, you're bothered with a lot of rules and regulations, it's very difficult for you to grow because you have to abide by these rules and regulations, and it's very expensive. So in natural dye, we don't do pollution. We're not polluting. So we need not follow those norms or rules. Government can give more relaxed norms and rules.
Okay.
So then it's easier for us to enter, or new entrants, startups to enter into the business and create something new. So we're educating them on bringing about new norms. This is on the government side. Second is on the customer side. So we have to educate the customer that something like this exists. Most of them don't even know that there's natural dye, and that can be an alternate to the clothing which they're wearing, the synthetic colors. Most of them don't even know the harmful effects of synthetic colors. One is in the environment, one is to the people who are making it, also to themselves because they're wearing it. So this needs to be educated. So that's why that advocacy.
Okay.
So it's mostly an educating thing where we want to tell people.
Okay. That's very nice thing of you, educating towards this. And I feel after, knowing you, I've also read few more things about what does it actually means, what are the adverse effects of, things like this. And I'm reading a lot of it right now, right? So like that, I mean, definitely, now we are going towards, sustainability textiles as well, as we are also going towards the organic foods. So I think there would be also a time where everybody will also be educated towards it, and we will move towards it. So it's a very noble thing. We should start as soon as possible. That is what, I feel. So, and also one thing, natural, you're saying natural dyeing, right? So towards natural, how much it is natural, how much natural dye we are using into our clothes, because you can't just, if it's a red color, you can't just, keep out, bring out some plants of which is red and use it. I'm not sure which plant you use it for the red, but I'm just saying you can't directly take that color roots and put it in your clothes, right? Some kind of processing, some chemical process has to happen over there, right? So how do you do that? What's the process?
See, the process I'll let you know.
Okay.
You have to go back again in history.
Okay.
So in history, there were no chemicals. They used natural chemicals. What was available to them naturally. They never synthesized chemicals as such, like today what's happening. So that's why I mentioned natural dyeing is a thousands of years old process. So it is possible. Only what has happened is we have lost the science. We've lost the skill. Because of the advent of synthetic colors, people who used to follow this forgot. They never taught it to their children and their grandchildren, and it just they learned synthetic colors. So this art form and skill got lost. So we are trying to recreate it. Coming back to your specific question, yes, we can dye without chemical colors, without any chemicals involved in the dyeing process. For example, you have like the banana stem. By mistake, if you drop it on a white shirt or a sari, it will stain. It will never go. You can wash it as much as you want. So similarly, there are dyes in nature. See, like the pomegranate rind. If you squeeze the shell and if it falls on you, the drops of that juice fall on you, it will never go. Falls on the shirt. It will never go. That's a dye. So there is, by nature, there are dyes, and it adheres to the natural fibers like cotton, hemp, linen. It's a natural process.
Okay.
So we don't necessarily need to put chemicals to fix the dye onto the cotton. It's a natural addition is there. Now we do use certain products like tannins, like alum, naturally found alum stone, to enhance the dyeing, to give better fastness. Like for example, if it washes off in 10 washes, if we do these treatments, it will go to 30, 40 washes. Just the longevity of the color, we make it as usable as possible. Like it shouldn't wash off. So for that, we use naturally occurring. It is a chemical product. It's chemistry. It's got its own chemistry, but is naturally occurring. It is not factory synthesized. Now the colors, how we extract from, for example, we take colors from leaves, flowers, roots, bark of tree, waste, food waste. So we take color from various natural substances. There are some natural dyers who use solvents to extract the color, but we don't do that. We feel that is breaking the whole concept, because the minute you add chemicals into these colors, then we lose that point. We want to stay away from these chemicals, and we know for sure solvents are very carcinogenic. They have a huge health risk to the people who are using it, and also if there's any residue to the people who are wearing it. So we want to avoid that. All our extraction will be done using water. Only aqueous extraction. We may ferment it, we may extract it at different temperature. That is our know-how. So, but it's all water based. We don't use any chemical for the extraction. We will take it out in liquid form and then we apply.
Okay, but in that case, it would be challenging, right? In fact, talking about the colors basically, okay, so now it's like vibrant colors. People want to, wear some vibrant colors. And in fact, till last year and this year, it's all violet, lilacs. These colors are trending. And towards, this year, I think it's, orange and browns are the, colors of the year. Yeah. So don't you think it's very challenging for you, because I have seen most of the natural dyes to be more of earthy toned, not a vibrant color. So is it not a challenging for you?
It is a challenge. It's definitely a challenge to change the customer's mindset. So today the customers is grown looking at the chemical color palette. So that's what they see when they go to a store. The bright colors, the vibrant colors, the deep colors. So this is what is in their mind. So to change that is an effort, but we hope that as customers are shifting, for example, you said they are shifting towards organic food. So we also see that a lot of customers are moving to organic food. So when you go to the organic food counter in a supermarket or a specific organic food store, you will find that tomatoes are of different shapes, different colors. Some will have spots, some will have unevenness, some will have a little bit of black thing. Even mangoes, any vegetable for that matter, they will not be uniform, they'll not be bright. When you look a comparison for tomato which is organically grown versus the one that is sprayed with pesticides and fertilizers. So similar to that, we look at our business like that. So when the customer is able to buy organic food, his mindset is different. He's ready to accept tomatoes, oranges, mangoes, which are organically grown, which are not perfect looking, which are not as bright as the synthetically grown mangoes. So we think the customer will accept a naturally dyed garment because they are more looking at how it is being made, not totally by the aesthetics of it. They do appreciate the earthy tones. Now you have a set of customers that like the earthy tones and the natural aspect of it. So we want to talk to those customers. We probably will not talk to the fast market, fast fashion brand customers. We would like to talk to the customers who are buying organic food, or maybe they put solar roof for their house, or they're buying an electric car. So they have a little more
conscious
appreciation,
towards the environment.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So we think there is a customer base and we speak to them. But yes, to educate them is a challenge. The point which you mentioned is a challenge which you're facing, and that's something which we have to overcome.
Okay, so coming to the natural dye, your company is Zo, right?
Yes, Zo.
So what is Zo called?
Actually, we named our company Grey Elephant.
Sorry?
Grey Elephant.
Grey Elephant.
Because elephants are very close to me, nature, and elephants are so crucial to the forest for the well-being of the environment.
Okay.
So we named it Grey Elephant, but it was very big. So we're trying to concise it, make it smaller. So Zao is actually how it's pronounced.
Okay.
And Zao means elephant in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking for a shorter name and we found Zao. So it's a Z-O with the apostrophe on top.
Okay, nice. It's very thoughtful. So today what you're wearing is also a natural dyed shirt, sustainable shirt as well.
Definitely you'll not see me wearing anything else. This is made from natural indigo.
Okay.
So indigo comes from, it's very traditional color of India. It was grown all across India. You will see a lot of stories about during the independence movement about indigo. Indigo is from, the Indian indigo is from Indigo ferro-tinctoria. That is the name of the scientific name of the plant. Right now it's grown mostly in Tamil Nadu. Most of the indigo which is grown, it's all processed using fermentation. We make about, I think Tamil Nadu makes about 500 metric tons of indigo. Most of it goes for hair dye. we use a small percentage of it for textile coloring. So it's a beautiful blue color that comes from the leaves of the plant.
So I think that is also one of your favorite colors.
Yeah, it's definitely a favorite color. Blue is, I think, a color of India appreciates blue. You see all the gods and goddesses all blue, dark blue. It's also, for me, it represents like an infinity. You look at space, it's blue. It represents an infinite nature of creation. So that's why.
So in our tradition, which place you think they follow, more of, I'm sure you're from Tamil Nadu, you would say Tamil Nadu, but apart from Tamil Nadu, in which place of India, textile industry is doing good?
Textile is doing well across various clusters. So they have, India, what has happened is developed in clusters. So you have Tirupur, Salem, Erode, Karur is one cluster here. Then you have one more cluster like Surat. Then you have in UP, you have one cluster. You have near Mumbai, Bhiwandi, Chalkaranji. That is one cluster is there. So you have various clusters. All of them are doing well. All of them specialize in various different products. Like southern India is more towards cotton and cotton viscose blends, more cellulosic and natural fibers. Whereas the northern part of the country, like Surat and all, more towards polyester, those kind of acrylic. Like Ludhiana is heavily into acrylic. So those kind of fibers they become specialized in. So they mostly process those.
Coming to cotton, wanted to ask you this question. So what products you use? What textiles you use?
See, cotton, we dye many natural fibers with natural colors. So primarily we use cotton. Cotton is our biggest fiber which we use. We use a little bit of linen. We use some silk. We use wool. Silk and wool dye beautifully. They go very well with natural dye. Off late, we are getting hemp also, which was banned for some time. Now, Indian government's opening up that. So we are getting some hemp also. We are doing some collection for some international customers with hemp now.
Is there an expiry date for clothes?
See, if you keep it packed in a dry place, it will stay forever. Actually, it's not going to spoil as such. But natural dye, maybe over 5, 6, 7 years, you'll see it's getting dull. If there is no air, see, oxygen will always react with these colors. It will oxidize and slowly tends to degrade in its color. And even cotton also will tend to degrade because they are all natural fibers. And this degradation is what we want it to happen. But if you keep it in a dry place without any sunlight, it will stay for long.
5 to 6.
Maybe even more, even 10 years it will stay. But if it's exposed to the environment, if there's water, moisture, soil, anything like that, it will compost.
But we Indians, we keep reuse the clothes as number as times it's possible until it's torn.
That's wonderful thing about the Indian culture. See, we are, there's one thing called as the one planet. There's a number that people are calculating. So for example, India, if everybody in the world consumes as much as an Indian, we need only 0.7 planets. But if you consume like an American or for example a Canadian, we want 5.4 planets. If the whole world consumes as much as a Canadian, we need 5.4 planets. That much resources they consume. Whereas we Indians consume very little resources. We are happy buying 1, 2 shirts or 3 shirts a year and using it for the whole year or till it tears and we try to even darn it and stitch it and use. It's wonderful for the environment. As a sustainability advocate, I would say buy less. Even though we have our own brand, buy only if you need. Do not buy more. We are against all this buy more kind of a culture because that's having a huge impact on the environment.
You've also started natural dye textile company in Canada, right? Which is called Wild Tint.
Yes.
So how is people over there taking up towards the natural dyeing process and how is it difficult for you to advocate there or here? How are you feeling it?
I think both markets are slightly different. Why we looked at Canada is we found Canada to be, the population to be very health conscious, very environment conscious. So, so in my travel, I found that's especially Vancouver, British Columbia to be very much the people to be involved with environment, nature, health. So we found that as a market, that would be a good place to start. So that's what we started. I think India is also a good market simply because of its population. Like I mentioned, like you also mentioning that there's a lot of people now moving to organic food. So logically, the next step will be clothing and then their lifestyle. So this is the shift we see, and that's why we feel we can do well in India also.
Okay.
It's early days, but we are confident that we will do. There is a market for this.
So what do you think? What can, people can start with towards the sustainable textile wearing? What are the tips, okay, this is what we can start with things of.
So first thing is educate yourself before buying a product. You're buying a t-shirt, you're buying a sari, you're buying a suit. How was it made? What went into making it? That's the most important thing. I won't say buy natural dye, buy organic, buy synthetic. Educate yourself first. That's the most important thing. Without educating yourself, you won't make the right choices. You will just buy based on just color, or you'll buy based on price,
Right.
or you'll buy based on style. So it's not based on the product itself, on how it was made. I think when you look at sustainability, when you look at keeping this going for a longer time, we need to take effort in educating ourselves into how the product was made. Is it having any impact in the environment? First thing. By making the product, what was the impact in the environment? Second, what is the impact in people who are making it? Third is impact to yourself. Or you can start the other way around. What impact it has to you, the people who are making it, and then to the environment. If you're a little selfish. Okay, at least start with yourself.
Right.
Then you talk about others, and then you talk about the environment. So whichever way you go, educate yourself.
Right.
And in this education process, I will guarantee you, if they make the right choice, or if they understand this whole process clearly, they will all buy natural dye.
Okay.
That much guarantee I'll
How
give
is
you.
the textile industry going about it? I mean, really, we will go towards the natural thing? I mean, the whole industry, as in I'm saying.
See, I would never say that everybody will buy natural. I think the whole world was using natural at one point in time. Even 150, 160 years back, the whole world. But a lot of changes happened. So I don't expect everybody to shift to natural. But my thing is at least 20-30% of the market should shift to natural if we want to have a real good impact in the environment, good impact to your health, good impact to the water, and impact in the environment. At least there should be a sizable shift. Otherwise, it will be just like
Are we shifting
hobby business. Yes, I think shifting is happening. Like we discussed, first shift is organic. Like we say in Hindi, roti kabda makan. First shift is food, because you're going inside your body. Second shift will be your clothing, and then to your house you'll go solar. You might buy electric scooter, electric car. So you'll do certain. You'll have what do you say? Energy efficient, like an air conditioner or windows and things like that, or eco-friendly housing.
Roti kapda makan was very correctly said. It actually fits, and I think we are going towards that as well.
Correct, because those are the Indian proverbs. No, they just tell the core of what we are.
It has
so food is the big initial impact because it's going into your body. I would say textile is second, also because textile colors are also going into your body, but you don't see it. You don't feel it.
Yeah.
But this is something like an act you're doing. Yeah. So people will realize it. So a lot of people are once they do organic lifestyle change, meaning they buy all organic food in their house. I know a lot of people are doing that. The next shift will be to their clothing.
Okay. So your brand is Zo, right? You told me what Zo is exactly means and all that. What is Zo? What do you do at Zo? And how many clothes right now you dye at Zo? How many products you have?
So right now we have t-shirts for men and women. Currently it's the first collection. We just did round neck. What Zo means is specifically most important health towards the wearer.
Okay.
Because it's a chemical-free t-shirt. You can, for sure, you will not have any skin issues. For sure, the skin will breathe healthy. Most of our colors are antibacterial. Okay. So even if you wear a t-shirt for 1 week in a sweaty environment, it will not smell. Night you can just hang it. Next day you can wear it. It will not smell. We'll guarantee you that.
The odor will go?
Yes, because it's the bacteria that gives the odor. So the bacteria it doesn't allow, the colors don't allow the bacteria to grow on the garment. It's antibacterial.
Okay.
So it's highly antibacterial. That is the first thing. Second is, this will be the only pure compostable garment. A lot of people, I like to make a distinction here between compostable. A lot of people will say biodegradable. So biodegradable means it breaks into smaller components, but they stay in the environment for longer. Like microplastics, it will degrade into other compounds which stay forever. Whereas compostability is very different. If you throw a banana peel into your garden, in 15 days or 1 month's time, you will not find it. There is no residue. It becomes compost, and then it goes back into the soil. It becomes part of the environment itself. So our t-shirts, if you throw, it will compost because it's made of cotton threads, natural color. So if you throw it in a landfill, after you use it, it will compost. No residue at all.
Okay.
This is a specialty of a t-shirt.
Okay. This was good information. So before we wind it up, I just want to ask, the quick questions, like a rapid fire. I'll call it as a quick questions. You answer it to me quickly.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Natural dye you love working with the most?
Indigo.
One synthetic material you will wish never existed?
Polyester.
Cotton or linen? Which you would choose?
Linen.
A color that instantly lifts your mood?
Pink.
One sustainable brand you admire, apart from your brand?
Industry of all nations. American brand.
Okay. Favorite region in India for textile inspiration?
Tirupur.
Okay. One thing consumers should check before buying clothes?
How it was made.
Okay. What's the wildest or most unexpected thing you have ever dyed with? Have you ever tried something which is wildest?
Silkworm excreta.
Okay. How did it come?
We got a greenish yellow color.
Okay. It worked well?
It worked well. Good fastness.
Okay, nice. What's one traditional technique you hope never get lost?
Natural dyeing.
If you could redesign the fashion industry from scratch, what would you prioritize?
Changing the way we color the textile.
Okay. That's it, sir. It was really nice talking to you regarding this, and we got to know a lot of things which is involved, during textile, and what is that, what are the after effects of things like this. So it was really knowledgeable, and I could actually learn what this advocate means. So thank you so much. Thanks for being here.